welcome back to Block TV. It's now time for Blockheads, where we wrap up all the biggest headlines from in, around, and across the cryptosphere. And joining us now is our very own Yona Hochhauser. Yona, what are the big headlines today?
Thanks, Asher. Good to be here. Well, we have Crypto Slate reporting how Craig Wright is suing Twitter critics for defamation. Binance CEO threatens to delist Bitcoin SV. Cointelegraph reports U.S. reps urge IRS to clarify reporting of crypto taxes ahead of the April 15 deadline. News BTC reports familiar Bitcoin scam defrauds Dutch investors of $1.9 million and counting. Cointelegraph reports France passes bill to allow insurance providers to invest in crypto and tokens. And Bitcoinist is reporting why Trump's clampdown on remittances will force Mexicans to Bitcoin. CCN reports Bitcoin donations pour in for WikiLeaks after disturbing Assange arrest. CCN reports this US steakhouse will let you trace your dinner meat on a blockchain. And lastly, the IMF put out a poll asking, how do you think you'll be paying for lunch in 5 years? The answer might surprise you.
All right, Jonas, so much to cover there, but let's start off. Cryptocurrency may still be building in popularity, but the egos are already planet-sized. Let's see who we're talking about.
Well, exactly. Of course, we're talking about Craig Wright, aka Fake Satoshi. So he's decided to sue Twitter critics, specifically starting off with Hodlnaut, the creator of the Lightning Torch, much beloved. So pretty much Hodlnaut, on his Twitter, called out Craig Wright for being Fake Satoshi, saying, hey, why are you claiming to be this? And Craig Wright obviously couldn't take any more, and he sued him, really actually sued him for defamation. And even going as so far, because Hodlnaut's Twitter account is anonymous, Craig Wright has offered $5,000 worth of BSV, which is pretty much worthless, to whoever reveals his identity. And as you'd expect, the crypto community is behind Hodlnaut and very against Craig. People are bashing. There's a bunch of different hashtags that are trending, against Craig Wright. The CEO of Binance, CZ, has even threatened to delist BSV should Wright continue with this lawsuit and different harassments. And never want to sit out on the crazy party. John McAfee, he's also went, and how he's suing Calvin Ayre, the Craig Wright, partner, he's suing him back. Whenever dealing with Craig Wright, and now definitely John McAfee, it's craziness out there.
Well, I certainly hope that Craig Wright is suing in crypto, of course. I mean, certainly he couldn't be suing for a fiat currency. That would seem a little out of step, no?
Well, with him, you never really know, but make sure to answer our poll on our Instagram story. Do you think that Craig Wright is either A, not Satoshi, or B, a douche and not Satoshi? Yes, I said it, not Satoshi. Sue me, man.
Well, maybe your turn will come around, Yona. All right. Now, I believe it was Benjamin Franklin said there's only two certainties in life, death and taxes.
Exactly.
What can you tell us?
Right. So even with crypto, still got to pay taxes. So, this headline from Cointelegraph saying how U.S. reps urge the IRS to clarify reporting ahead of the tax deadline. That's April 15th. So it's that fun time of year again. Tax day is tomorrow. For all you people who haven't started yet, maybe you want to get on that. So 20 different representatives from both sides of the political aisle, this is a bipartisan issue, they sent a letter to the IRS urging them to release better guidelines on how people can report their crypto taxes. I mean, they've released in the past some things, but there's a lot still unclear. The letter specifically asks for how to calculate cost basis assignments, and lot relief, and hard forks. If you're in a hard fork, your coin gets doubled. How do you do that?
Yona, you're giving me a headache just talking about these terms and getting stressed about taxes. I'm not even in the US and I'm still freaking out.
I mean, taxes are fun for everyone. Why not make it more complicated with cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, certainly. We love just making that thing that extra level of complicated. Decentralized the currencies may be, but taxes certainly are not.
Right.
All right. Now, the crypto sphere is certainly no stranger to scams. What's the latest one that's damaging the tokens?
Right. Well, according to News BTC, it's actually a classic old scam that's defrauding Dutch investors. So it's the classic, you see the ad, you can make millions quick and easy. Just send us a little bit of your money and we'll send you back a lot. Followed up with a photo of a celeb. So it's that classic scam that's been persecuted in the past, but now it's running in the Netherlands and it's working. This is pretty much done on social media, and so far they made about $1.9 million. That number is only going up. This type of scam where, hey, send me some money, send me a little bit of crypto, a little bit of money, we'll send you a lot back. This was all the rage in 2017 and 2018, even prompting big players on Twitter to change their names to "I don't give away free crypto." Like Vitalik, he has Vitalik non-giver of Ether. So this is a classic one, but the people who fall for these scams are unfortunately, usually elder people who don't really understand the market, don't really understand the internet so well, believe everything they see on the internet. And it's really unfortunate, and hopefully these type of things only get stopped.
Perhaps you shouldn't be getting into crypto if you're going to fall for what's ostensibly the modern version of the Nigerian prince scam.
Exactly.
This one's been going around for years. Maybe time people had a good hard look at where they're sending their crypto. All right, and now moving over to Europe, and in France, we're getting a little positive news in the crypto sphere?
Yes, sir. According to Cointelegraph, France has passed a bill to allow insurance providers to invest in crypto and tokens. So the main focus of this bill was something else. The main focus was designed to stimulate the local business development, but luckily for us, part of it included the allowing of French insurers to both invest in crypto and offer life insurances with crypto exposure. So pretty much what this means is that insurance businesses, insurance companies, by nature, have a lot of cash and a lot of cash on hand. And mostly what they do with it is they invest that. Now, they're finally allowed to, which they haven't been allowed to up till now, they're allowed to take that cash on hand and invest in cryptos. What this means is more institutional investors and more institutional money entering into crypto. This would be a huge cash infusion for the crypto sphere. Hashtag hodl till you die. Literally, hodl till you die.
Certainly, why not? All right, now it's on to something a little more serious. Now, remittances, that's the sending back of cash back to your home country by a diaspora. What's happening there in the US?
Right, so the Bitcoinist is reporting how Trump's clampdown on remittances might force Mexicans to Bitcoin. So, as part of Trump's campaign against illegal immigrants, he's reporting to looking to stop them from sending money to the families across the border in Mexico. That this is one of the biggest reasons why they come. One or two members of the family will come, make money in America, and then send it back to support the family back at home. And this accounts for about $33 billion a year being sent from the US to Mexico this way. So he hopes that stopping this money will both keep the money in America and punish the illegal immigrants and help spur the economy. Now, what he probably doesn't take into account, because he doesn't know too much, is that this has the potential for major growth in Bitcoin and other crypto. While he could stop the mainstream means of sending money, wire transfer or bank transfer, he and no other central authority can stop Bitcoin. Like we've seen this in Venezuela, where the banks are not reliable and electricity is going down, but what cannot be stopped is Bitcoin. So here too, if he actually passes and stops the remittances, then Mexicans will have the abilities, and any illegal immigrant will have the ability to turn to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to send the monies back home. This could be major adoption and once again, a wonderful use case, although in unfortunate circumstances, they'll be able to see going forwards.
Well, certainly right, and I guess this is the dream of crypto enthusiasts to go beyond the centralized authority when it comes to money and maybe allow people a little more freedom when it comes to their own finances. But speaking of freedom and finances, I believe your next story relates to a pretty similar topic.
Exactly. Well, CCN is reporting how Bitcoin donations are pouring in for WikiLeaks after the disturbing Assange arrest. So after Julian Assange, the former founder and runner of WikiLeaks, he was arrested last Thursday. So WikiLeaks has been raising money for his legal fees. And so far, they've raised tens of thousands of dollars just in Bitcoin alone, not to mention all the other fiat and other crypto they've raised. And Assange has long been a supporter of Bitcoin for its decentralization and its ability to disrupt the power players that he's been railing for so many years. And we're seeing that love being given back from the Bitcoin community to him, raising the money, good cause, free Julian.
Certainly so. All right, now, I'm going to present you with a classic problem. I'm going around, I get a little hungry, I feel desperate for a steak, but what's this? No cash in my wallet, I left my card at home. What do I do, Yona? What do I do?
What do you do? Well, you could call me, man. I'll always happily lend you money. Well, according to CCN, this U.S. steakhouse will let you trace your dinner meat on the blockchain. Wow. Holy cow, do I have a juicy story for you. It's sizzling hot, it's steaking news, and don't grill me on the details, but let's get down to the meat of the story. No, this is not a mistake. The stakes have officially been raised. if you got a T-bone to pick, it's not with me. So just make sure to stake this story with a little grain of salt.
Yona.
Okay. While most blockchain stories are overdone, this one is quite rare.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
All right. So Texas-based steakhouse called Fogo de Chao has partnered with an ag tech startup called HerdX to enable customers to track their meals straight to the farm and to the table. So all you gotta do is you use your smartphone, you go to the table, you scan the QR code on the menu, and there you will see where your steak is from, how it was raised, yada, yada, yada. Really giving, once again, empowering the customer, information, decentralized information. And this, once again, highlights the blockchain's potential in the supply chain. A lot of companies, IBM, all sorts of oil-based companies are using the blockchain for the supply chain. And now we see this for the consumer level, where the consumer is able to use the blockchain to see where the food's coming from.
A little bit of accountability in the agricultural industry. I think the consumer could be pretty happy by that. Now, when we're not into clickbaity headlines here, but the IMF did have a poll which had a surprising result. Yeah,
exactly. Well, the IMF put out a poll on their Twitter asking, how do you think you'll be paying for lunch in 5 years? And 56% said with cryptocurrencies.
Wow.
This poll was almost 40,000 votes. That's about over 20,000 people saying they pay with cryptocurrencies. Now, 27% said mobile phone, which is how a lot of people, although not necessarily in America, but around the world, especially in Asia, are using their mobile payment apps for. 9% said bank card, 8% said cash. And once again, this is huge news because it shows that even though people might necessarily have widespread crypto adoption and money in their pockets, in the future, they're seeing it as a future-facing technology, and it shows that there's hope and they're willing and they believe that that will be the currency of the future.
Wow, Yona, you've just hit me with my future, which will be buying my steaks, understanding where they came from, and paying for it all with cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
All right, our very own Yona Hochhauser, thanks so much for breaking down those headlines. And don't forget to stay with BlockTV. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and online at our website at blocktv.com. I'm Asher Westrop Evans. Thanks for watching.